Hello and welcome. So in today's video, what we want to do is we want to learn to build a WordPress website, and we're going to do that in under 5 minutes. So our 5 steps are going to be, we're going to find a domain, we're going to find and pay for hosting, we're going to log into our account, we're going to install WordPress, and then we're going to get a site up and running. So let's start the clock and go. All right, so there are many different tools you can use in order to find a domain, but since we are going to use Hostgator in this example for our hosting provider, we are going to use this tool in order to look for a domain. So we have different plans which we can pick, as well as large amounts of background music which we can listen to from the street. And essentially the difference between Hatchling and Baby is just whether or not you can have individual accounts or multiple accounts under your single host. Now we're going to pick this option here, and it's going to bring us to a place. So we could say something like colearnable, and rather than do .com, we could do something like .net. We would add all of our information here about our name, our credit card, how we're going to pay for this stuff, whether or not we want additional services. I generally remove all of these. You can have a different coupon code if you prefer. You look at your pricing, and in our case in US dollars today, in the middle of October, it's going to be $115. But if you want to save a little bit of money, you can actually go here and you can change the billing cycle. So you could do a single month, or maybe you might do something like 12 months. So we go to checkout now after we've read the privacy code, and we'd fill out all of this information. Now, truth be told, we already have a Hostgator account. So once you've paid for everything, you can go here and you can go to sign in. You're going to sign into the portal. You'd enter your email address and your password, which we have saved, and then you would log in. When you arrive here, you're going to want to go to Manage Package. And then you're going to want to find something called cPanel. So you click on cPanel and it will bring you to the tool that Hostgator uses in order to manage your different websites and your domains. And then look for something called Softalicious App Installer. So currently it's on the left-hand side here. I'm going to click on that. And that's going to drop us down to a tool which allows us to install different website packages, whether that be PrestaStop, Joomla, PHPBB. We're going to click WordPress for what's called a one-click WordPress install. And then we are going to go to Install Now. We're going to choose the domain that we want to do, and we're going to use colearnable.org, not colearnable.net, because in this video we already own colearnable.org. And you can change your site name and description if you want. We're going to leave all of this the same. We are going to change our username and password. So I like doing something like 007, and then let's hide this from the internet. And we'll do something like this for our password. Now you can change your admin email if you want. So we might change it to something like colearnable@gmail.com. And then we'll just scroll down and we'll go to install. This might take a few seconds. Sometimes it takes a minute. It really depends on your internet speed. For the average person, it looks like it takes 3 to 4 minutes. All right, so once it's installed, it's going to give you this congratulations message, and you can click this administrative URL, or you can enter that in your browser tab here. I'm going to go ahead and click this item. And it should log you into your dashboard. Next, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go to plugins and installed plugins. And I generally like to remove all of these. So you'd click this plugin icon here, and then go to, you first have to deactivate all of them because you can't delete a active plugin. And once they're all deactivated, you can click to this bulk action and go to delete, and then hit OK. All right, so that cleans up our plugins. Next, we're going to go to Appearance, and we're going to go to Themes. What I like to use is a theme called the Astra theme. So we'll go to this button here where it says Add New. And then in the search box, we'll type Astra and hit enter. and it's this theme here. So first we're going to click install. Once it's installed, you can then click activate. And let's do this. Let's go to plugins and let's add a new plugin. And we can call it Astro Starter. So we can go to install now and activate. Next, we're going to pick what's called a page builder. So I like picking Elementor, but you could pick any of these that you want. Next, you might pick an individual template. If it has agency here up in the corner, that means you have to pay for it. So I'm going to choose this freelance copywriter. And then I'm going to go and hit import complete site. And I'm going to choose to delete the previous sites. So then you click import, and again, it may take a few minutes or a few seconds to install depending on your internet speed. All right, so then you should get a message whether or not that template imported successfully or that starter site imported successfully. If it did indeed, then you can click this button where it says view site, and it will show you what our site looks like now. The last thing we would want to do is we would want to edit this site unless your name is indeed Brian and you are a freelance copywriter. So we could come up to this menu here and click edit with Elementor. And then you can change any of the text by clicking on it. So I'm going to click this and I'm going to say, hi, I'm Tolan. And then if we click this icon here and we go to style, we can change the image. So we could go to upload a file, select a file, and then we'd go to the location where we want to get these individual items. So I'd click this one here. And it would insert. Then we would want to go to update here to save our individual changes. And obviously we would probably want to go through the entire site and change the different items that we would want. So, all right, that was a wrap. Clearly not exactly 5 minutes like what we aim for, but we will try to do better in the future. If you have comments or suggestions, please add them in the comment sections below. If you're interested in watching more videos in the future, please subscribe and add notifications so that you can keep up to date with colearnable. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers.